So I've worked in multiple political campaigns, for Republican to Democrat, everything from national to state to county. And I can tell you to forget your stereotypes, or at least a lot of the time. Sometimes like you look at someone, the way they're dressed, the way they present themselves, and like you think you can tell, what kind of politics they have. And sometimes you're right, but sometimes you're not. And sometimes you're very, very surprised. And so, in my capacity of working for these campaigns, I have knocked on thousands of doors. I have made thousands of phone calls, tens of thousands probably. And I can tell you, does the black trans Trump supporter exist? Yes, they do. I've knocked on their doors. I have met them. They absolutely exist. And I have talked to women who, they dress a certain way, they present a certain way, that you might think is what you would think of as like, a leftist or like so-called SJW, if you know what I'm talking about, like the hair dye, all that. And then it turns out that they are like very much hardcore pro MRA. And then you'll meet white dudes who they look, they sound, they talk, they dress, everything about them you think they're conservative, and like they're not. They're like hardcore, leftists. So sometimes you can tell, but sometimes you really can't. So I always say, and this is something that I think 99% of the human population in the entire world could benefit from listening to. When in doubt, keep your mouth shut and don't say anything, because you almost never get in trouble for the things you don't say. Keep that in mind. So, anyway, I am still enjoying vacation, and I want to tell you guys a little bit more, just a little bit more about the big surprise, because it is coming. And the big surprise, I think, has the potential to change this channel forever, and maybe even change my life forever. And maybe, at the risk of sounding narcissistic, maybe even changing the world forever. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll have to see. I'm not going to tell you what the big surprise is. It is going to come by the end of the year, maybe in the next week or two, but definitely by New Year's. I can't wait, man. It's. I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell. It's actually probably. You're probably gonna think it's lame when it actually does get here. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But that is definitely coming. So this is day 2 of vacation, and I'm loving it.